versus a BDR who you can point at and say that is going to be a salesperson?
Customer service, asking
Customer
about
service.
yeah, asking about the customer, listening, agreeing, not just booking. So looking at the bigger picture, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. How about
Understanding the business, not the business as in the industry, but the business one-on-one. What is a business? Favor for a favor, those type of things. You can see that he's a salesman. If he maneuvers his way into asking a question that will end up with an answer down the line of like 3 months from now.
so? How do you think you said maneuver? So is that what you'd say you do with calls? Do you maneuver through them? Because
I don't want to give the wrong image because I don't know what the term maneuver really means. I just say it in my head. I have its own terms. Yeah. So for instance, I'll give you a small example. I would tell somebody, for instance, I would send like a LinkedIn message, start liking somebody's posts naturally in order for me to send out a message 2 weeks from now saying that, hey, are you gonna be at that specific event? So after a month from now, he knows my name and knows the company I work for, and then I can go for my pitch to book a meeting. That's a salesperson. Right?
do you prep that much? Plan it out that much where you're liking things on LinkedIn potentially a month before you plan on making that call?
Yeah, but it's not more of a prep as in like prep. It's more here, It's more like I come and like, and then after a month, hopefully, I book them.
So they see your name.
It's a psychological thing when they see your name and they see a company's name pop more than one place.
Wow. That's very unique. I think a lot of BDRs, it's, leads in, we're dialing, we're calling
I
right
mean,
away.
that's the job. That's the I mean, like, shout out to them. That's the job. That's the job. Book meetings. So for them, I gotta book meetings. Some of them are very good at opening and closing at the same time, which is like what I mean is cold calling and booking the meeting on the spot. Some of them are very good at patience, with the sequence thingy, trial, and then they'll get a meeting, and I don't have a hard time doing that. I need to work on that, because it works sometimes.
Well,
I don't believe I believe there's other ways, but I just feel that this is also a way, but lower percentage though.
you've been known to have a good conversion rate when it comes to lead turning into setting a meeting and then a um, you know, qualified lead, potentially an opportunity. What are you doing in there from touch one to the rep throwing it, forecasting it?
I'll give you. It depends on the qualification, right? So, like in my instance, the qualifications, for instance, you need the pain, you need to find pain, right? And then he has no pain. How am I gonna qualify him? Well, that's when you go back to throwing in a question, digging in deeper to just clear off the dust in his eyes for him to actually see the pain that he doesn't know about.
I was gonna say, when you were saying that he's got no pain, I was thinking, oh, you next lead. No, you're like,
No, a lead for me, as long as he in the business, as long as like it's not like
it's
let's
in
say
the
I'm in the
target
business.
market.
It's a target market as long as he's within the industry and he's a persona, like he's a lead can be converted, because you just worst thing I can get is somebody telling me I hate your company and not no that's fixable. Something that is like I just signed with the competition right now, that is even doable, but for a long term. Something like I don't want to talk to humans. I don't want to talk to you, man. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want your product. I am loyal to your competitor, and I'd be like, all right, cool, but I'm definitely gonna call you back, but not now.
So there's not a lot of emotion that gets the best of you. It sounds like, because for a lot of people, the worst thing would be like it would be them coming at you. It wouldn't be, oh, I just signed with a competitor. That would be an easy letdown.
If somebody tell me I signed with a competitor, the phone call is gonna be like 15, 20 minutes after that statement.
What are you going to talk about?
Everything.
Well,
Good for like
why would you go on with the conversation
I
if
feel like, oh, I stand for instance with the competitor. Oh, right on. How was that process? I heard this very good. What made you choose them?
yeah.
Or just for out of curiosity, I'm just trying to learn out here, man. I just want to know, At the end of the day, put yourself in my shoes. I know you were somewhere there when you was 26.
Do you find having like common language, human talking like a human, um to any certain extent is helpful, or do you think being like erring on the side of crisp, clean, professional language on the phone?
I honestly cannot answer that question because I only know the first option. I don't know how to do the 6 second one, so I'm not. I don't know. That's all I know. I won't try to be the second because trying is fakery, and fakery is sensed and smelt. And if you like trying to be something on the phone while cold calling, like, good lord, you're already cold calling, my guy. Like, you need everything that could help you, not something that can go against you. So why would I like put myself in a situation where I know that like that's not me trying to act like a professional corporate, like, oh, excuse me, hello, how are you? No, obviously hello, but like, may I ask? I don't even believe in the may I ask because may I puts you under him or under her or under the prospects. May
Oh,
I? Yeah, may
so
I is seeking permission.
so that puts you under. So you come in really face to face, kind of like on their level,
I
with
sometimes go above him.
like a sea level.
I mean, even if he's a sea level, he's a human at the end of the day, Please, BDRs, don't listen to me, because I just go some sea levels. You gotta remember the humans, but you gotta be what's the word? Pathetic, like feel for them, like what's the
Yeah,
word?
empathetic.
Pathetic, like, hey, listen, I know you're a CISO, I know you're busy, I know you're paranoid, I ain't gonna take much of your time. Matter of fact, I don't want to talk to you. Just show me where to go.
Oh, wow. So it's like you're showing the immediate respect for their time, but there's no
That's number one.
fear
Respect for
going into
everybody's
it.
time. Respect for everybody's time. Everybody. CISO, ISO, SOO, everybody. Like like everybody got to show respect for their time. Once you show respect for their time, feeling of okay, he's coming back. He respects me. If I want to close the line on his face, I'm closing it with thank you very much. It's not like boom.
Have you closed the line on a prospect's face before?
Me close the
Yeah.
line on prospects face. Oh,
Yeah.
plenty of times.
You just started like 2.5 months ago. You've said plenty of times you've hung up on a prospect.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, and they call back.
They
Cause
call they called back.
yeah, it's a psychological game. That's what you need to know. I tell you one thing. Let's say there's only one guy in your city that sells water.
Yeah.
You don't need the water, but some situation happened. You need the water. Now that guy passed by and he's like, "Hey, I got the water." You cannot tell him, "Hey, listen, put it out there. Put it out there, and I'll be back in 30 minutes." And you need the water. So the guy just passed by respectfully, and you need to treat him with respect, or at least show that you're in need of him. If that guy passes by and you tell him, "Hey, listen, put the water outside. I'll be back in 30 minutes, and I'll pay you in 50 months." The disrespect, not disrespect, the approach to it would be like, if the guy with the water, you know what he's gonna do to you? If he's me, if I was the guy with the water, you know what I'd do? No water for you. Go get your water. Show me where you're gonna get your water from.
I see. Because you're the only one with.
I'm the
So
guy with the water. Now I'm gonna chill here
okay.
and wait for you to learn your lesson.
So people disrespected you, which is normal for prospects
It's
to do.
not. It's not. It's not a matter of a disrespect as much as a matter of supply and demand.
Oh, you're playing it. Okay.
I got what you need.
So, but then why instead of having a conversation, what led to?
Oh yeah. Hello. Hey. This is Oh, I'll be like, hello. Hi. Is this Patrick? Yeah. Who's this? Do you work with the who the hell are you? I tell you what. You know, when he's like a normal BDR would normally know how to maneuver his way over into. Oh, I'm sorry I bothered you at this wrong time. I know you're busy, Mr. Patrick. My name is Alex from 75 Agency.
Yep.
And that would 99% because there's 1%. I don't know about the 1%.
It doesn't work.
99%. It's not gonna be a closed
No,
meeting.
he'll hang up while you're trying to say that.
Maybe he would be like, "All right, cool, sorry, man. I don't want your service."
Yeah, you're not gonna win it.
There's already bad emotions going on.
Yeah.
So you
So
can always utilize bad emotions.
so that's where you are
That's
like,
when
I'm
I got
not.
played. I was like, well, I was about to tell you who I am, but then I just said the very big problem that he faces.
Oh, so you know going
I
in.
know. I got the solution. You don't know that I got the solution. Well, you don't even know about the problem. Guess what? I just did the thingy about brushing
When they
your
cuss
eyes.
you out and you're like, whoa, I'm not. I'm like, I'm
I ain't
not
got
gonna.
time for you. I ain't got
Right.
time for you, guy. I ain't
Ooh, I
got
love
time.
that.
Like I ain't got time
Yeah.
for you with your attitude and everything and all that, because like that's when you said, being under prospect, being
Yeah.
above prospect, like I ain't, you know what? I ain't got time for you because you're gonna end up scheduling a demo. You're gonna become, you're gonna like roam around to come back,
Ooh, I like
So
that.
I try not to, because at the end of the day, I'm not working under my name. I work under a business name, so I try to be as respectful as possible. So that's when I just he said that to me, and obviously you cannot take anything personal, right? But I'm gonna take it personal for the business benefit.
Yeah.
And
Wow. That's
reply back with saying, hey, like let's say for instance, your sewage ain't working.
I know. Yeah.
And I call you and I'll be like, hello, hey, and you like, man, listen, man, I ain't like, who are you? And I ain't got time for you. And I'll be like, your pipes are clogged. There's a fluid that you need, and it's called,
Nice. Not.
you know.
I would be
And
like,
now you just be like, I gotta go apologize.
slash. I what
The
he.
ego vanishes at that point because you want the solution.
Yes. Oh. So I mean, so
And
you.
nobody's watching. Your community's not watching. Your society's not watching. It's a phone call between two guys, two humans, two perfect people.
Yeah. What I think. Yeah. I mean, that I like that thought right there. Like it's just another person that might be a little older than you. Like that's it. That's really impressive. I mean, so one, it helps.
It's always know that you got what you need, what they need, not what they want. Wants and needs are different.
They are.
Needs are something that you will. Wants is something that you will look around for. Needs is something that I kick. But utilizing that
What if
is
somebody got a what if BDRs at a tech company and there's a ton of competitors that are nearly the same, like, and it's maybe not like a super business need. It's something that's popping because of the pandemic, or
I mean, I need an example I can answer, maybe.
let's say let's say there are five major players in the space and they all are relatively equivalent, and the company doesn't the
What's the product? What's the
let's say the
service?
product is financial software. They're
That,
all
that,
the ledger
what does
type.
it solve?
It solves, well, it
What's
solves,
the problem?
let's say it makes the financial closing of the books very, very efficient, very fast. All five of them do this very well, and so every company's got one of the five. How can that BDR differentiate, even if that prospect can kind of just, all right, well, I'll go with them then, and they're pretty much the same.
A lot of factors play a huge role in this situation. If the BDR or the organization cannot pinpoint any other differentiators, and they just tell them that, yo, you are all the same, and they are not led by differentiators, then it's up to the BDR to differentiate the way he wants it to differentiate. So he got to dig deep into the. He now that's when the BDR needs to know the industry.
Mm,
Now that's when the
mm.
BDR needs to know what's the what is it? He needs to put himself in the guy who's gonna use the solution shoes.
Oh, I like that.
You know,
Why would I
and
pick this one over that one?
I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm in his shoes.
Yeah. Boom.
There, right there. And obviously you gotta be targeted with your approach.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Adam, man, my guy. You work at where do you work at? XB? Nice, nice. Where you from? Wisconsin? I'll be like, yo, Adam, I got a quick question for you, man. When you upload your videos to YouTube, is there like a difference between like the length of a thumbnail of a? And you'd be like, who the hell was he and why is he asking me like? But yeah, sure, I'll answer you, man. Yeah, like the thumbnails are I want to nice, because I was thinking of actually, upload like opening up my own YouTube, but like I've been discouraged because a lot of YouTube pages that open up new, they don't make it, and obviously there's consistency with that. Did you ever encounter consistency? And you'd be like, what would you reply?
Yeah. I mean, I've got so many videos that I've posted in the span of a year, and um, I can't seem to
What
get
made you?
over
What made you?
the idea that eventually it's gonna pop. It's gonna work. It's going to consistency is key. It's just what I've learned, but it's been an
Preach
enormous amount of
that,
work.
man. Preach that. I don't know a lot of people that have the same mentality as you, but you should be very proud of yourself, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Who are you? What? Why are you
I
calling?
see that you're a sales enablement guy at the.
That's right.
What do
That's
you,
right.
what does enablement do? Your company.
A ton of stuff.
All right, listen. I got a guy. I know a guy. He's in an enablement, but he been one of the things that have been driving him nuts is showing the organization where and how does the process work. Now I know that you do that, and I know that a lot of solutions out there would tell you the same thing that I would. But how about this? How if I can showcase you that drop the bomb, drop what you gotta sell right there.
Value. I like that. Boom. So you know who you're talking to coming into it. You found something I'm doing, and bam, and then you hit some major common pain points, but you said it in a way that was, I mean, tone, boom. It's very, very personal to me. Like
Yeah,
I was feeling those. I'm like, yeah, dude, I do make a lot of freaking videos. and then you are like, you connect. I was thinking about doing it. I can't do it. You are doing something amazing. Now I just started feeling warm and fuzzy. That was a nice. All right, I see why. I mean,
You feel proud of yourself when somebody can be like, yo, hey Adam, you suck at YouTube. Can I get your signature? Or hey Adam, man, you're amazing at YouTube, my guy. Like I can't believe I'm in front of Adam. Great job. You mind if I just take your signature?
I'll probably go option B.
There's two approaches to it. You know, the yes is gonna be different.
Ooh,
I don't like hard yeses.
yeah, nah.
I don't set meetings from the throat.
That
I set meetings from. I like setting meetings where the guy is laughing on the phone
yeah.
while I'm trying to go on Outlook and remember my rep's name and send it over to the wrong guy and then yo wait up, what's your name? I know your name. Just tell me your company's name, my guy. I don't want to go to the other page. I'm too lazy. Can you spell it out for me? That type of meeting.
Ooh, that is so human, authentic, like buddy type of. You
Yeah,
sound
honestly,
like
like
you belong there. You sound
yo,
like you belong there.
you like yo, listen, like you're my guy. I'm really telling you what's going on. I really don't want to go to the other page. So tell me what's your company's name. How do I spell it after the at? So
That's awesome.
that's the type of yeses I like to go for.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That type
fun.
of that type of that type of lead will definitely become qualified. He will qualify himself.
I
Be like,
You want to have
sometimes I
fun in
tell
this
them,
job.
hey, listen, man, listen. You want a demo? You want to go to a demo? I cannot get you to a demo except for like you tell me you got no pain, right? And you ain't got no pain, man. That's a problem. What you mean with that? That's a problem.
Yeah.
What is a headache, man? Like, let's say we live in La La Land. La La Land. What is the best thing you want to see featured? Just tell me one feature that you want to see in that solution in La La Land. Reduce something. So reducing something would fix something. Yeah, obviously, man. Like, that's the thing right there. Get them. Get them. That's the thing.
Whoa.
You know,
Whoa. That is phenomenal.
I'm the dumbest person alive. Please tell me what's the consequence, man. I know what's the consequence. You gotta tell me though. Just tell me, man. That's recited for me, And it's all becomes after. It's all
And you
after.
just do it with confidence. And what's the worst that can happen? Like tell
Nothing. He's gonna come back. He's gonna get scared.
what
Nothing.
if he hangs up? Does it matter?
Why would he hang up?
What if you just start keep no, you like tell me something in La La Land. Just tell me a feature that would be
Yo, my
better.
guy.
And
Well,
then
I
they
mean,
go,
La La Land doesn't work with everybody. Sometimes you gotta go with the approach of, hey, man,
"Well,
listen,
but you won't hang up." Like you don't have pain, that's a problem. They're like, "Why is it a problem?" Well, just tell me one thing.
oh yeah,
And they go,
man, let me help you. It's basically help me help you, help me help you. And I'm a psychologist here, and I'm
"Mm,
gonna discover some things you don't know about you. Bear with me,
mm,
bear with me for a sec. You don't know this,
mm."
do you? But you know that I'll give you an example. You know that migrating data from software A to software B takes a lot of time. The knowledge you have is that this is how it is, right? Now let's just go back to La La Land, and I tell you that that's not how it is. I know some people who know how to do that in a different way where it actually reduces your time. No way. And that's not what we sell. That's just something basic we got. Let me take it to what we actually do. So it's like he be mesmerized by the accessories before getting to the main dish. He's enjoying the appetizer before going to the main course.
And you cold call them.
Yes, sometimes cold calling. For me, cold calling is I like to cold call when I'm pissed off.
Tell me more.
My energy is very.
They're like, all right, I'm gonna.
No, yeah, I'm gonna cold call you, man. I'm gonna talk to you in a way where I'm gonna demand my respect. And matter of fact, unfortunately, I come from a culture where it's all about, So who's gonna shake first? You or me?
I'm gonna say them.
I mean, not like I'm scary, but the energy itself. I might say something very, hello, hey, how are you? You good? Hey, Adam, how are you? It's Muhammad speaking, man. I'm from X, Y, and Z. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw your name and a couple of your colleagues' name on my system.
I already
You know?
saying like not even gonna lie. This is where I
Yeah,
found your
and
name. Start
I
with force.
hey,
Yep.
hey, Adam. Yo, it's Muhammad from says I'm really I'm really trying to clean up my system out here, and there's a lot of names I gotta get rid of. Are you still in the business? What business? Yo, are you in finance by any chance? Yeah, I'm who the hell but yo, I'm cleaning up my system from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been told that you moved to a different company. Take them from there.
Ooh, That's some good stuff. 2.5 months in. Wow. I gotta ask. Okay, so you gotta pick one or the other. What's more important when you're making a cold call right off the bat? What you say or how you say it?
How you say it?
That's good stuff. It's not like the last couple shorts I've been posting, trying to get some awareness about this.
Yeah,
You talk with force and energy.
cold calling people put a lot of thought into it. That's why they mess up. You know, the energy you put into what I
Whoa.
want to say and where I want to come from. I'd rather tell them that put that energy in researching the guy you're talking to.
Like on the phone.
Yeah, like do your research about the company, the topic, the solution, the problems, just so you can have more than one road to take. Cause the block is coming. He's gonna block. There's nobody. I encountered this once doing door to door, and I thought I was hot. That I went and knock the door and be like, "Hey, do you want to buy this?" He's like, "Yeah," and that was I was like, "What the fuck? No, you're not supposed.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that. You know."
Really?
There's no cook. You're never gonna cook. Like, yo, there's a block coming. So how are you gonna? Yeah. So where are you gonna move? So you got A, B. Okay, you was at A. You went to B. He blocked you at B. What are you gonna do? Thank you very much. Have a good day. You're gonna say that. The BDR is gonna say that.
See, then you're like, okay, you know the block's coming, that objection's coming. Like, where are you gonna move? How are you gonna move? That's the mentality because the first thing that I came in, I was afraid of objections, and it was like, how do I overcome this? No, I like, where are you gonna move now? How are you gonna
Yeah, but
move now?
it's I like to treat it in a way where you got a kid and the kid is in the playground and the kid doesn't want to leave and go home and he's stubborn. He's
Yeah,
very let's go home. No, I want to play.
yeah,
No,
going down the
he's gonna go
slide.
home. He gotta go home. So how are you gonna take him home without you cannot go without home without him. He's your
You
kid.
can't go without the kid,
Yeah, you gotta
and
take the
you don't want to
kid.
make him really
You don't
upset.
want to make him cry. You gotta satisfy him. Give him some treats. Be like, yo, listen, when we get home, I'm gonna give you that.
I would say
And
tell
it's
him something really exciting about home.
yeah. I mean, like, yo, listen, when you go home, we're gonna do something, whatever. We're gonna play that. Or if you come home with me this time, I'ma do that. Or
Yeah,
in
I'll
some
give you
approach,
this.
if you don't come home with me right now, I ain't taking you back to the playground. Some
That's
people
all
work like that.
negative.
Yeah, some people work like that.
Yeah, that's just you're gonna cry.
It's a demand, punishment, consequence. Be a good boy, and that's how I sometimes treat prospects. I know they're gonna say
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. That's their
Hello,
job. That's a
hello. This
job.
is Muhammad. Before you go, when is the first objection coming in? That's how I said. Somebody said he started laughing.
That is
He's like,
really funny. That is really
he's like, he's
funny.
like, he's like, that's why I don't have money.
The,
He said, he's like, I don't have budget. And I was like,
that's
I don't really
funny.
care.
That's
At this
funny.
point, I just want to connect with you on LinkedIn. Let's connect, man. Teach me more about the industry. Why? Because this guy, after 7 months, they're gonna have budget.
Yeah, that facts.
Boom.
It's day to day. It's day to day, and until you learn to make it a month to month job, a year to year. Like, think longer than today. That's.
Today is nothing. Today you do inbound. Today you do schedule. And for the guys who don't call, cold calling is about sometimes being honest. It's really about what you feel, because you're the one who's gonna call. How do you feel? You cannot, but you cannot like act like you some act. You cannot. Sometimes you don't have the energy. Go with the flow. Talk to him as if you're complaining. As if you hate, man. Listen, it's Muhammad from Exabeam. I'm calling in regards to the solution you guys have right now. Are you guys in the market or not? No, we're not in the market. We're not looking. Is it because inside of whatever? But name a problem and be like, and try to tone it in a way where you and him are talking to the same person. You are with him. You are not against him. Me and you are
Like,
yo, listen, like, what are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do? Situation, like out there, they coming. So what are your thoughts on it?
the problems are coming.
I've booked more meetings with this approach than anything else.
Wow.
This is the most approach where I'd be like, yo, listen, what is it? I mean, for me, like, I know you want to be out of my system for the coke cause. I'm gonna get you there, promise. But give me some excuses. And while he's giving out the excuses, he will identify that he needs the system.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just need to give it to the people. I need to give it to the people, man. I mean, I got people above me. They asking why the hell is he still? Why is he still not booked? And I want to protect you. So tell me why you are not booked. Give me a legitimate one, man.
Wow. That is good. That is really good.
That's advanced. That's advanced. Because
That's
there's the body talking. There's the
wow.
emotions talking. My guy.
Wow.
You know what? I don't. I just started here. I don't even know me. And that's a laugh right there.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's funny.
Yeah.
Amazing. That wow. Wow. Dude, I'm